everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Dominique and this is my channel, D Thrift Queen. Today I'm going to be changing it up a bit. I know I did state in like 2 videos ago that I was going to do only thrift videos, and I want to change it up because I did do the Goddess Pro Detox and I want to go ahead and give a review on my experience and also give some information to those who aren't interested in doing it but you want to build up a better pH balance, or if you need help with naturally helping with yeast infections or bacterial vaginosis. I do have some information on things that I did try before I actually did do the Goddess Pro Detox. So if you're interested, go ahead and stay tuned. Also, if you want to keep up with some of the videos that I produce and make, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and also follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. So I'm going to go right into just saying that a lot of y'all really like to come for people when they do certain things. I read a lot of the comments on some of the women's videos. People saying stuff like,
oh, you shouldn't be doing this to your body, and you shouldn't be doing that. It's a self-cleanser. The vagina is a self-cleanser.
Literally, it was going on and on and on. So many people were talking junk, and I was just like, you know, I'm going to let them know that if you don't clean yourself properly, if you don't take care of your body properly, if you are wearing tight clothing all the time, if you're using soaps that aren't good for your vagina, then your vagina is going to have a very hard time cleaning itself. So what you should probably do if you're not interested in doing the Goddess Pro Detox, you should probably, if you are having a hard time, just saying for those who are having a hard time with their pH balance, or if you're having a hard time with trying to get rid of constantly getting yeast infections or constantly getting bacterial vaginosis, number one thing you should really change in your diet is just drinking way more water, and also trying to change up some of the things you are eating. Because in this chart that I'm going to show you, this is basically showing you all of the acidic things that you put in your body and the things that don't have much acid at all that are actually really good for the body. As you can see, a lot of fruits and a lot of vegetables are like the main source. So when I see women and some men pick on or try to clown those who are trying to go vegan, in all actuality, being completely clean with like vegetables and fruit is actually the way to go for a really clean body. I know I drink alcohol, I eat fried foods, I still eat a lot of meat. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that I have the healthiest body, but for those who, you know, don't want to try the detox, or if you're sitting here like, oh, you're not supposed to be doing that kind of stuff to your body, like I said before, if you're not taking care of yourself, you're not going to have a healthy vagina either. So you have to make sure that you stay on top of that before you start making comments on other people's videos about how they shouldn't clean their vagina, because that's none of your business. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm keeping it real. Like, just keeping it real. And so for those who do want to try the detox, I'm going to go right into the video. I'm not going to talk anymore about what others should do for cleansing, because I'm not a doctor, I'm not a scientist. I'm just trying to give you some information as to what is really bad for your body and what is good. Like I said, if you do use different soaps, I'm gonna just point out Summer's Eve is really bad for you. So people who use like Summer's Eve and you use certain soaps that aren't good for you, go to a natural organic store. Even like other stores, like I think some grocery stores carry like organic brands that are actually really good for your vagina. You can look it up, you can do your own research, but I do use certain soaps that are better for you, and I try to stick to those as much as I can, just because, you know, it is good to try to make sure you're doing everything step by step to create a healthier vagina, you know what I mean? That is just some facts about that. I'm going to stop talking about that. I'm going to go right into the review, because I know those who want to try it or have tried it want to kind of get an input. They want to hear what I have to say. Go ahead and just let you know that this little book that comes in, you can't really see the wording or anything on it, but this little book that comes in the box, you want to make sure that you definitely read this entire thing before you try it, because you want to make sure you're not allergic to anything that's inside of that pearl, and you also want to make sure that you are following directions, because I almost put the Pearl in like a day after my period, and I started reading this and it said that you can't it's don't use it until 3 days after your period. So if I didn't read this, I would have probably messed some stuff up, and it would have probably been it probably would have been a really bad outcome. So I'm really glad I read the book. So read the book before you try it. So I'm gonna just show you a couple pictures. The Pearl came in just a regular box. It came in the little packets. There's 2 in a box, and there's 2 of the little tubes that help you insert the Pearl. They do give you instructions, I'm sorry. They do give you instructions on how to unravel the Pearl, the string around from the Pearl. If you do have an issue where your Pearl gets, the string is all the way unraveled, there are instructions in the book that can help you still insert it in without using the string. It might be a little difficult, so just be very careful. Also, with the string, it is super long, so I suggest that you kind of wrap it up in your underwear a little bit, because it is really long and it will be uncomfortable. And then if you accidentally pull it out, then you're gonna probably mess up the process of the detox. So you just want to make sure you're careful with that as well. And my first day that I put it in, I kept it in for 24 hours. You're supposed to do it for 24 hours, and this is what came out. It was nothing major. There was a little bit of whiteness that came out, and then around the white Pearl, it did kind of have like a tint of yellow. So it wasn't white anymore. It was like a tinted yellow, and there was a little bit of whiteness that came out. Nothing major. I didn't feel uncomfortable. It was a-okay. And the second one went up, 48 hours, took it out, and this is what came out. Kind of different, a lot different. I don't know what this was. It looked like dry skin. It looked like dead skin. I don't even know what you want to call it, but it just looked really weird. And not only that, but when I took out the second one, like, I instantly started purging. Like, stuff was coming out instantly, and I was like, oh my God, like, what the heck is all this stuff like coming out? And also, not only that, it started to feel very uncomfortable. From day 1 of me taking the Pearl number 2 out, it started to feel like I had a yeast infection. If you ever had a yeast infection, you know what that feels like. You know what I'm talking about. It was burning. It was dry. I was sore. It was itching. I had an odor. All of that started happening to me, and it happened for a whole week. And that is because all that bacteria is trying to flush out of your vagina. So because it's trying to flush out, you're going to have some burning, you're going to have some itching, discomfort, and you're going to have an odor because it's all flushing out. And let me tell you, I was pretty uncomfortable. I wanted to scream. I wanted to go to a doctor real bad. I was just like, I'm never doing this thing again. But I will say, during that whole week, after, like, I want to say day 7 or day 8, I felt completely fine. There was no more itching, there was no more burning, there was no more smell. Here and there, my discharge was slowly starting to stop, because it was like, it was still a little bit of things coming out, but it slowly stopped, and I was back to normal. So it was fine overall. But I will say that I'm just giving the warning to those who do want to try it. Just be careful with, you know, what you're drinking and stuff when you are doing the detox. I suggest you drink more water. In the book, it says to try cucumber water or lemon water. I like neither. I don't like either of those. I don't like cucumbers, and I do not like lemons in my water. So I just strictly went ahead and just drank plain water. And it does state that if you get discomfort, to try a sea salt bath or an Epsom salt bath, and also rubbing coconut oil down there too. It does state in the book temporary relief, so I will let you know it's gonna feel okay for like an hour, but then I was right back to burning. I was right back to itching, and I was just like, God, I want this to be over with so bad. You just don't even know. Like, I was really about to lose it. But and at the end of it all, I definitely would try it again, because it did cleanse me very well. And like, nothing is going to solve your problems in just one usage. So I did hear a lot of women on the review say that, you know, they tried it every month. I would definitely not try that every month. I would try it probably maybe every other month. Give yourself a little bit of a break, because I'm not trying to be burning and itching every single day, every single month. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm not trying to do that. That is not what I would like to happen as far as me, you know, that experience. Like, no. Not every month. That every month is kind of crazy. I'll do every other month. So if you, you know, do try it, don't get afraid because of what I'm saying. Like, everyone has their own experience. I know that my best friend, her friend actually tried it, and she said the same thing happened to her. She thought she had a yeast infection because it was burning and itching so bad, and she was like, I'm not doing it again. And I said, well, you know, I won't say I won't never do it again, but I will probably only do it like I said, probably every other month, because doing it every month is just not, no, that's not happening at all. So if you definitely want to try it out and you're OG about it and you want to go ahead and try to get it through, push it through, and you want to see how it works for you, I will leave the link down below. No, I'm not sponsored with them. They don't even know who I am. I'm just giving you the information because you know, it's just showing a different review from a different person to see exactly what I experienced. And that's what I experienced from this detox, was a lot of discomfort, but I did get through it, and it was a pretty good experience. Like, as far as cleansing wise, like I was impressed by what was coming out. So I want to try it again probably in January. So next month I'll try it again and go from there to see if I still have the same experience as the first time. Who knows? Well, that wraps it up for my review. Like I said, if you want to try it, link is down below. If you don't want to try it, I try to give you some information as to how you can get a healthier vagina and how you can get yourself back on track with getting a healthier pH balance. If you can, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel so you can keep up with my videos. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. And thank you all so much for watching. Bye.